and we're going to UV map this cube. First, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my special scene here. We're going to open this up a little bit just so we can get some more screen real estate here. Okay. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and just get started on it. First, you want to make sure you have your UVW tag. And let's say if you didn't have this tag, I'm just going to go ahead and delete both of these tags. Let's just say we start from scratch with a cube. Okay. First off, we're going to add a form tag and a UVW tag to this cube. And how we would do that, we would just right click. Okay, we're going to go to Cinema 4D tags, and we're going to go here and add the, where is it? Okay, that's the phone tag. Okay, and then now you see here we got these this icon here, and it shows that we have our own phone tag on our cube. And we're going to go back here, and we're going to go to UVW tags, and we're going to add the set from projection tag. Okay, and that's this tag here. This is what holds our UV mapping. And as you can see, once I added that, this is what we got here in this window. Now, what you have to understand about these are two different windows when it comes to us working in the UV mapping, this UV mapping here. So basically, you want to try to keep that in your head that these are two separate windows. Okay, when we're working in this window, we want to be in this field in order for us to work in this window, and we want to be in these two. We want to be in these two icons here when working in this window, and when we're working in over here on this side, we have access to it by using any of these tags. Okay, and now this is not even able to be used now because we're not in it. So we have to when we want to use this window, we want to be in either of these two. Okay, and when we're working in this window on this side, we want to be in these tags here. Okay, and also when we're working in these two tags, these functions down here on the bottom becomes available to us as well. Okay, and also you want to make sure that your UV mesh is selected, because that's this turned on in order for you to be able to work on this side. So let's just go ahead and just jump right off into it. First off, we're going to go to our materials, and we're going to add this material. We're going to go ahead and go to, this is the material we want to use, so we want to go here to texture. And, oh wait, 1 second. Let's go ahead and just start all over from scratch so you guys can see how this is all done. Actually, let's keep that. And let's go ahead and just add a new material. Okay, we're going to add a new material, and we're going to go to texture. Okay, and we're going to go to color. And I like to keep mine white, so basically you can see it better. But you can see you can change this background over here if you want to whatever color you want. But white, we're going to go for white for this tutorial. Okay, and as you can see, our background has been changed to white, and we want to add this to our cube. Okay, and here's what the problem is. Let's say you got an object and you want to create something on this object. You may want to have a texture on this side, and on this side you got a different texture, and on this side you got a different texture. Or basically you want to just take your, let's change our color to black. Okay, here we get it. Okay, and basically you would just want to make sure that you want to draw something on the cube, and as you can see, it's not really working out right for us over here. We're having all these different issues. Okay, on the cube. So in order to fix those issues, and it's not looking right over here either, because this is a representation of our cube, so these things are not looking right. So in order to fix that, let's just go back to square one. Let's just say we go here, right, and we go to UV commands and reset UV. Okay, and now we want to get a frontal projection of our cube. Okay, I just go here and I click here, and this will highlight off the front of our cube. Okay, and then I'm just going to go and hit frontal. And in order to move this around on this side, since we're in these two windows, I can move this around just by pressing the E, and now I have access to movement. Okay, and this is also in 2D, so just keep that in mind. And if I want to rotate my cube, I can just hit my R key, and now I can rotate just by holding down left click on the mouse. I'm just able to rotate that however I want it. Okay, and if I hit the T key, right, we can scale that cube. Let's just move it over a little bit so you can see that it's scaling. Okay, T key, and you see that scaling. And as you can see, it's scaling on an axis. So basically, wherever I click, that's what it's going to scale from. So let's just click the middle, and now we're scaling from the middle. if we want to scale from this corner. Okay, scale it from that corner. So it's a good idea to keep in mind that when you scale an object, it's good to scale from the center. That's the way I do it. Okay, so let's just go back and bring it back. Okay, and even moving it, I try to move it from the center. From the center. Even rotating, I try to move it from the center. You know, it just makes sense. You're scaling it, scale from the center. You know, it helps out a little bit. Okay, moving right along. Now, in order to unwrap this cube, UV map this cube, we need to cut it. And what we're going to do, we're going to go here. We're going to go here to our edge selection, right? And we're going to select some edges that we're going to be cutting. And I'm going to use this one. Select this one, this one, this one here, and this one. Okay. And so let's get these two. Okay, now our cube is cut. Okay. And this is actually very simple. And what we're going to do now, we're going to go over here. Since we're going to work in this side of our window now, we want to go here so we would have over here so we have access to all of our functions on the side. So now we're going to go to relax UV. We want to make sure that we select edges. Cut select edges is basically the edges that we selected over here. And we want to check this on. Okay. And once we do that, we just hit apply. And now we've cut those edges. And if you want to make this when it does this to unwrap a lot easier, you can just go here and let's go to frontal again. Okay, and we've done that over. And what I'm going to do now is just go here to my points. Since we've already got our cuts already still selected from when we did the cuts, we're going to go here to points now, and I'm just going to select 2 points on this side, just so that next time when we go and relax, that it will come out even. And what we're going to do is, since we selected these points here, we want to make sure that pinpoint selection is checked on. And we're going to go ahead and relax that again. Oh, 1 second. Let's do this. Let's select these points also. Okay, we have a little technical difficulty here. Something that I did wrong. Okay, what I do, I select these points. And we're going to go to relax again. Okay, anyway, we have everything. We have what we want. And so now, if I go here to my draw tool, I got this turned up. Let's say 1. And as you can see, it is happening on this side as well. I'm doing it also. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. As you can see how that's coming out over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And also, if you want to see how this looks when it's when it has a texture on it, we can just go here to color, double click on that, and say load, and throw a texture on it. Okay, and now we have a texture on our cube. And if you notice, our cube is, the textures on our cube, they're on an angle. That's because over here on the right, our cube, our UV is on an angle. And we can fix that. We can fix that just by using the little tricks that I told you earlier. We can hold the rotate, press the rotate, the R key, center right there, and just rotate it. Okay. Once we got that rotated, we can hit that T key, scale it. And there you have it. And these are layers also. And we can just delete this layer. We can just delete this background layer on the side. Let's add a new layer. Okay. And this one we don't even have to show it. And if you want to, remove this, let's say you want to go here, right? And let's just go ahead and delete this. Delete that layer. And if you want to go back here, we can just go here and then just double click it on this and just use this for my background. So now you can actually see where your cube is. If you just press that, you can see the changes that are being made on the, just by moving our cube. On the right side, changes are being made on the actual cube itself on the left side. Okay. And like I said, it can be scaled down. Okay. Scaled up, however you want to do it. It's up to you. So yeah, you can just probably imagine how many different things that can be done with this. But this is something simple. We're going to get to something more, something a little bit more difficult for you guys now by just going over to startup screen, and we're just going to do a flip this the right way. We're going to do something a little bit more difficult, and let's just go ahead and close that out. And this is what we're going to use. We're going to UV map this head here. It's a little bit more difficult than just doing a cube. The cube was simple, and this can be simple as well if you just follow my steps, and I'll show you guys how to do this. And we're going to make this very simple. Okay. And first off, I'm going to delete this, get this out of the way. Okay, first off, we are just going to, no, I don't want to save it. First off, what we're going to do, we're going to add a phone tag. And a lot of times you would already have this phone tag on your object. You would always usually have this, but I'm just doing it just to show you, if you don't have a phone tag. Okay. And I'll just turn this up to how I want it. About right there is good for me. Okay. And you're going to always also need a UVW tag, because this is what's going to hold our textures. Now let's go over to, well, in this one I'm going to do my cuts and stuff. So basically I'm going to go here. Okay, and I'm going to select my path selection tool, and I'm just going to give this guy a line straight up his head like this. Straight here. And here I'm going to make a cut here. I'm going to make another one here. If you notice, I'm watching how many lines that I'm going over. So I went over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm trying to be even on both sides. So, and also I'm going to select my loop tool because I want to go around the ears also. Let's see if I can get, okay. Select the ears. Come on, you can do it. That doesn't look like a good line around the ears, but I think that'll be okay. Okay, and then I want to select the lips. Okay, so you see we got the lips there. I like this line better. I want to delete that one. And we also need, I'm going to go back to my path selection tool. And in my path selection tool, I want to go here to simple edge loop. Actually, you know what? Let's get out of the simple edge loop because let's go here. And we just want to go in the mouth. And I see this line here, so we want to make a line here. Okay. Let's go that way. And put one there. Let's go in here to do it because I think we did something. Okay. Let's get back out of here. Okay, we got the mouth cut out, we got our head cut out, and we want the eyes cut out as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select my loop tool for this. Select the eyes. In the same way we did the mouth, we're going to use the path selection tool. Same deal with the mouth. Let's do the eyes same way. Alright, so now we've got that cut out. We could have cut the nose out. We can cut these pieces out of our nose. So yeah, let's just put a loop here, and let's put another loop here. And let's also do the same for our lips. We want to cut our lips out also. So let's just put it right here. And just to make this more on point, let's just do this. Okay. And you also want to put a cut. You also want to put a cut. So I'm going to go back to my path selection tool. And I'm going to put a cut right here. A little bit of cleanup work right there. So now what we have here is we have our top lip cut out. We have our top lip cut out. And we have our bottom lip cut out. Okay. We have our mouth cut out. And the reason that we put this, let's show you. I'm going to show you where you can probably see this a lot better. Okay, inside of our mouth, the reason that we have this cut out is because it's just going to be a lot easier to work with. The mesh will be a lot easier. The mat will be a lot easier to work with. So it's the same type of cutout for our eyes and our head. Everything seems to be cut out pretty darn good. And let's go over to, let's go over here, right? And we're going to select this, and let's select our entire head. Right? And you want to make sure when you use the rectangle selection tool, you want to make sure that only select visible elements is checked off. Both of these, you want both of these checked off. And let's just go ahead and select it. Now, as you can see on this side, we want to delete all of this because we want to start from scratch. So we want to make sure that this is checked. Go over here into our UV commands and reset. And then go back to projection. Okay, make sure, let's go to frontal projection. Bring this up a little bit. And hit frontal. Remember I said, we move over here. We can scale this up a little bit. Okay. Let's go back to our front view. And as you can see, we've already got our everything cut out the way we want. Even though we haven't messed with that. So let's go ahead and relax UV. Check this off and relax. Now, one thing that we see here is that our head is on an angle. Right? And if you want to fix this, we have to tell Cinema 4D to put our head mesh level across. In order to do that, we have to go to points mode. Okay. And in our points mode, let's select these 2 points. Select these 2 points. Select this one here and this one. Okay, now we just told Cinema 4D, hey, look, we want it to go this way. So now when I click that and relax again, well, nothing happens. So that's because we have to go back to frontal again. Okay, and then relax again and have our pinpoint selection checked. And there you have it. So now we have everything cut out the way we want it. And everything looks good. We have our mouth. We have our mouth here. This is our mouth. This is our nose. This is our inside of our nose. The inside. Which if I select them, you can see it when I select them. Let's get the add select. Okay. You can see it. It's right in there. And this side is here. Okay. And this is our top lip. And we can use the grow selection to select these things. Like, let's see. I'll get grow selection. Grow selection is right there. Take that, just drop it there. It's a good place to have it. So now when we want to select, just like if I want to select my ear, I would just use my grow selection to select that entire ear. That way I wouldn't be trying to, select this ear and then I grab some of this one too while I'm doing it. I just select most of it like this and just use the grow selection to select that ear. Now we can take it and move it wherever we want it. So yeah, so I'm going to move this, probably move this right here. And then I'm going to go back to my circle selection. Just use my grow selection. Now I want to hit E on my key and this is going to move it. Okay. And we have our nostrils very close together and we want to move those. Since they're so small, they're usually a lot easier to get. And then I'm going to just put those right here. And then for the mouth, the upper lip, let's use the grow selection. Actually, the lips should have came in 2 pieces, but that's okay. That's fine. You can put the lips here, okay? And everything else looks good. I just wanted those 2 pieces out, those few pieces out of the way. All right. So now, what I would do is go here. Let's put a background on this now. That's something that I didn't do. I should have done that first. But yeah, let's do that now. Background is going to be white. So now you guys can see this a lot better. And the next thing we want to do, once we got this all figured out, we want to go to our brush tool over here. Let's pull this up so you can see it a little bit more. We want to bring the size all the way down. Make sure that the hardness is up. Okay. And we're going to go to layer, create UV mesh layer. Okay. And let's get in a little closer and see what's going on. When you start having these little clusters like this, what we can do to fix that problem is go to our layer. All right, let's go to image and go to texture size, and let's bring our texture size up a bit. I'm going to bring my texture size up to 2048. Okay, and then I'm going to go to image again. Now you want to go to layer and then create UV mesh layer. And now that just helped it out where it wouldn't be so clustered right up in here. Okay. So now, what I want to do now is I want to create a new layer, and I'm going to call this layer my draw layer. Draw layer, okay. And on my draw layer, what I'm going to do on my draw layer is just point out key places where I want to draw things, where I want things to be at. Let's say, for example, if I want my character brows to be in this area. Okay, I'm gonna wait. Let's make it a little thicker. Okay, now my draw layer, I'm going to raise this up a little bit now, because I basically want to show where I want everything to be. For example, I want the character to have some like fancy sideburns or something like that. This is where everything's going to be at. His hairline is going to be like this. You're going to have like this type of action going on, type of lining. It's going to be on his head. And same thing for the other side. I don't know how accurate I was with that, but it can all be fixed. The thing is, when you're working on a character, both lines, it doesn't have to be perfect on the side. Like, I would make my hairline on this side the exact same on this side, because we know that it's not natural. So it's okay to have a different hairline on this side, on different sides, because we're not perfect people. So, and also we're going to have eyebrows. Eyebrows are going to be here. And I just want to make out where my nose is going to be. Put a spot right here. And I want to turn my brush down a little bit because my brush is a little big. I might want to put some type of eyeshadow or something like that around my eyes, so I'm going to show where I'm going to have that at. And then up here, I'm going to have something up here. Same thing for the other side. This is going to help me when I go to start adding colors and textures and stuff like that on everything. Up here, I just want to say put an X here. Okay, and here I want to just point out where the chain is going to be. Here's the cheek. Here's the jawbone. Okay, here's the cheek over here. Here's the jawbone. Point that out, and I want to show here where the cheek is at. Here's our neck. And you know, we can turn these lines off if we want to. We can turn the lines off. Let's go over here and do that. Okay, wait. No, guess not. But yeah. This is where we do this. And this doesn't have to be perfect. This is just references. Just basically using it for references. Like I said, none of it has to be perfect. It's all for reference. All right, so here's what we have on this side. And I should not have done that because now I got this on my draw layer and this on my UV map layer. Oh well, it'll still work. It still work. But guys, don't make the same mistake that I made. The UV mesh layer. You don't want to draw on that. My intentions was to draw on the draw layer. So don't make that mistake, guys. Do your drawings on your draw layer and not on your UV mesh layer. Just a note, keep that in mind. So actually, I can follow simple instructions. I hope you can. So yeah. Sorry guys. So now what I want to do now is go over to File, Save As, PSD, and it's going to ask you where you want to save it. And I'm just going to say, let's go ahead. I'm just going to leave that just like that, and I'm just going to say, okay, let's leave it like that. All right. And we'll go back out of here. So now we have this. It's all ready to be set up for you to do, like, you can put textures on it now. Everything is all set up to do that. You can take it over to Photoshop and just go to town on it because it's all set up for you to do so. Let's see how much time we've been doing this already. We've been in it for 44 minutes now. In my next tutorial, I'll show you guys how I would go about texturing this guy and getting him up and going. So that'll be in part 2. So you guys will be able to see that soon. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And thanks for watching.